Hi guys! Today we are going to be looking at another inferencing question. And to start, we are going to read this short little passage. Please follow along as I read. I can't stop shivering. Lucy had to speak louder than normal so Gary could hear her over the wind's caterwaul. Move closer, Gary said as he tugged gently at her light jacket. The material felt alarmingly flimsy in his hand. He wondered how much longer they'd have to wait until help would come. I'm going to read it one more time because something that we've learned in class is that good readers always read a passage at least twice. I can't stop shivering. Lucy had to speak louder than normal so Gary could hear her over the wind's caterwaul. Move closer, Gary said as he tugged gently at her light jacket. The material felt alarmingly flimsy in his hand. He wondered how much longer they'd have to wait until help would come. All right, so now let's look at the question. The question says, based on the passage, which statement best describes Gary? So when they say describes, that means which statement, which sentence is going to tell us about Gary's personality. So let's read our answer choices. Gary is a crybaby. Okay, so is there anything in this passage that shows Gary crying at a time that he really shouldn't be crying? No. It doesn't even show that he cries at all, so this is not the answer. Okay, B. Gary is insensitive and doesn't care about his friend Lucy. Okay, so we know that the suffix or the prefix in means not. So that means that he is not sensitive and he does not care about his friend Lucy. Let's look and see if anything from the text can help us decide if this is true or not. So Lucy says to him, I can't stop shivering. And he tells her to move closer. And then it says that he tugged, but he tugged gently at her light jacket. Oh, so he's not tugging her in a mean way. He's tugging her in a very gentle, calm way. Probably he sees that she's shivering and wants to help keep her warm. Because it goes on to say that the material felt alarmingly flimsy in his hand. The author most likely included that it felt flimsy because flimsy means that it's probably thin or not strong material. And if the wind is blowing and she's shivering, it's probably cold outside. So if he notices that she has an alarmingly flimsy jacket, then he's going to feel even more worried and he's really going to want help to come. So this is not the answer. In fact, Gary is the opposite. If anything, I would say he is sensitive and he does care about his friend Lucy. Okay, C. Gary is a caring friend. Well, based off of what I actually just shared with you guys about what makes B not the answer, kind of is this text evidence that kind of proves that C could be the answer. So I'm going to put a question mark next to C because I'm thinking that that might be our best choice. Okay, let's look at D though, just to be sure. Gary doesn't think Lucy should have worn that jacket. Again, just like I said last week, we have to see, does this even answer the question that's being asked? Which statement best describes Gary? This is not a statement that tells us about Gary. This tells us a judgment that he could have had, but I don't even really think Gary was thinking that way. I think he was more so worried about his friend Lucy rather than thinking she should not have worn that jacket. I kind of feel like they are in a position that they didn't plan on being in, and now he's just doing his best to keep her warm. All right, guys, that is it for today's lesson, and I hope that you all learned something. Bye for now.